TikTok has become a hub for all kinds of advice, including financial tips, with people sharing quick, snappy little videos that make them look like seasoned investment experts. But here's the problem. Some of this advice is just bad, or it's a lot of sizzle with not a whole lot. And following it blindly has cost people huge amounts of money, or they haven't made as much as they thought. So we're talking about life savings drained, risky investments gone wrong, and shattered financial goals, all because they trusted the wrong advice wrapped up in a catchy video. Now, I'm a former contract CFO who became a multi-millionaire at 41. I was a millionaire at 40, a multi-millionaire at 41, and I helped many others make and manage their finances. So today, I'll be reacting to a bunch of these TikTok clips, breaking down the advice they're giving, and separating the good, the bad, and just they're not wrong, but they really ain't right. Okay, now you'll learn how to spot the warning signs of bad financial tips, and most importantly, how to recognize solid advice that can actually help you make smarter decisions. So, if you've ever wondered whether those TikTok experts are the real deal or they're just winging it, stick around, because this is gonna be an eye-opening and fun video. So before we get started, smash that like. It really does help spread the love of this channel to others. Let's get busy watching. All right, the first one is 4 personal finance tips you should know. Let's give it a watch.
First, it's the 50-30-20 rule.
His hair rocks.
50% of your income should always go into your
50-30-20 rule.
Your monthly fixed
Yeah.
costs, we call it, okay? 30% of your income.
That's great.
You are welcome to use it in your disposable income, whether it's on luxury goods, whether it's on clothing, whether it's going out and entertainment. But more importantly, 20% of your income should always be saved on a month-to-month basis.
Hair gel should be saved on hair gel.
Always pay off the smaller debts. Whenever you pay off the smaller
debts,
feeling of pride, confidence.
I've personally done that. The 50-30-20 principle, that's a solid, tried and true principle. Look, you may live in a place where that's just not realistic. Here's what I'm gonna say. The more you can increase that 20, which 20% is the savings, the more you can increase the savings and the more you can reduce the 50, the faster you are going to become wealthy, period. So salute, I understand there's situations and scenarios, but for myself, what got me out broke was it basically inverted and was living on 20%, saving 50%, and actually was saving more like maybe 60 or 70% at the height, and was just living on like 20-30%. Did it suck? Yeah, in the moment. Only if I didn't focus on the end goal. So I love what this guy's saying. Second point, the debt snowball. That's nothing new. There's 2 ways. There's a debt snowball that psychologically has been proven to work faster. And that's where you take the smaller payments and you pay those off first. And then what you were putting toward that payment, you attach to the next smallest payment. So that gets paid off faster. Psychologically, we understand that we're making progress and that excites us. So we're more motivated to keep going. All right. So what I'm seeing with this guy, loving it.
Which will allow and accelerate for you.
Oh, this is great. I'll just close this.
3, automated savings. It's important that you deposit 20% of your income into a saving account consistently every month. This will not only improve your cash flow, but it'll also save for a rainy day. And finally, number 4, do not put your money in the bank where it's not generating any form of revenue for you or a return. Put your money in something safe.
Okay, so number 3 and 4 are just kind of like meh to me. Here's the point I want to find out. Saving, he said, put your money in a savings account. Look, you are not saving your way to wealth. Okay, you're not, period. What you're doing is reducing your expenses and investing and growing. Now, if you have an emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of savings, sure. Point number 4 for him, don't just have it earning 0.01% in your bank. Put it somewhere where it's liquid, but it's earning a higher rate. That might be moving it to another bank, okay? It's a little more inconvenient to access. Hint, that's actually a good thing, right? Because it's there for emergencies. And an emergency is not, I wanna go on a vacation this weekend. Anyone else ever felt that? I'll cut you down, but it's only because I've been there, all right? I'm keeping this shit real. So this guy, I like his advice. The first 2, solid. The last 2, meh, because there's a difference between savings and investing. Now, he may be using that term interchangeably, and love the bro's hair. He's got the gelling. All right, so secondly, Kiyosaki on money. Let's watch.
It's like you can't even see it. You're thinking about money. I don't even care about money. I make a lot of money because I understand the system. I would never go to school, get a job, work hard, save money, get out of debt, buy a house, and invest in the stock market. I do everything exactly opposite.
All right, let's pause right there. Here's what I'm gonna say. It's possible to be correct and not beneficial for everyone, all right? What Robert Kiyosaki talks about of not going to school, not getting a 9-to-5 job, all that sort of stuff. I desired to be like this man. An entrepreneur is what he is, okay? I desired that. The reality is I was not mentally and emotionally capable of handling that responsibility. And so while some people will on having a 9-to-5 job, and from time to time I may poo-poo it as well. The reality is a 9-to-5 and some school, it was invaluable for me. The job was actually invaluable for me because I was intentional with working my way to where I worked, and then I was able to be mentored and developed a network with people that taught me how to become who I desired to be. So be intentional with the work you have, be intentional with the 9-to-5 you have, respect and value where you are. All work is honorable, in my opinion. Not all work delivers equal results. And that is the issue that I think most of the world deals with, is they think, well, I'm working hard and this and that. There was a time I was busting my ass working over 100 hours a week at times, 120 hours a week sometimes, legitimate at work, working for a nonprofit. And my goal was to become a millionaire. That did not equate, okay? So you gotta understand, he understands the system, and I respect that. The danger with what Robert Kiyosaki says is that it may not apply to you where you are in your life right now. And you, my friend, need to be wise enough to understand on that GPS. A GPS only works when it knows the starting point. And if you think you're over here on your journey much higher, but you're actually over here and you're wondering why you're going in circles, it's because you think you're over here and the GPS is telling you to go somewhere and you're not seeing it because you're not being honest with where you actually are in your journey. Education, I'm a proponent of learning. I'm not a proponent of going to school for school's sake, especially when there's student loans. Now, if your parents have gifted you the opportunity to go to college and not incur debt, awesome. You do with that what you want. I myself, I went early for an associate's degree that got me 10, 15 years of work, well, a solid 10 years, we'll say, of work. And then in my professional career, I hit a roadblock and I wanted to go back to school for me. I didn't care about the degree. I cared about what I was going to learn from school. And I sought out an education that was very hands-on, and they weren't necessarily this higher ed, like we're smarter than everyone because we have a degree and we philosophize about blah, 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 blah. No, I agree 100% with Robert Kiyosaki that education teaches you to stay in line, to obey orders, not think, and go and become a cog in a freaking wheel. Now, it also can teach you discipline, and you get out of things what you put into them. So what are you seeking to get out of your education? If you're there for the party, be honest, and do not go into debt to party. Go work at Burger King and party. You're better off than taking out student loans that even when you die, if someone else signed for them, it goes to them. You can't get out of student loans. So take that seriously. Robert Kiyosaki, spit and fire here.
What do you do?
Well, everything is the opposite of what they're teaching you in school. I wouldn't go to school.
And what would you do?
I would study money. I
Yes,
understand.
because they don't teach money in schools.
Correct. Understand that.
True, they don't teach money in school. And you, my friend, you need to watch out for your well-being and your best interests, because only you will end up teaching you about money and how things really work. And there's a saying, watch what I do, not what I say with money. That's exactly it. Watch what people do, not what they say. Stop listening to what they say and watch what the actions are. What do banks do? What do investors do? How does the world work? What do governments do?
Money is debt. And until you get out of debt, they're telling you get out of money. If you read my books, because I don't think you
Woo! All right, before he gets fiery, he's about to get fiery here. If you hear that money is debt, I don't fully agree. I actually don't agree with Robert Kiyosaki in some areas. And that's just simply, it's not from a philosophical standpoint, it's from a emotional standpoint of acknowledging that different people have different levels of comfortableness with uncertainty. So some people need for mental stability. I had to become debt-free, which he would be saying is getting out of money completely. And you know what? I'm not going to argue with him on that aspect. Here's why I say he says money is debt. Now you may be going, money is debt? I don't understand that. Look, there's more than just this video to explain it. I have a money and crypto course that I pour about 15 years of my learning and education, self-education, real world tactical on money and crypto. It's free down below for a limited time. At some point, I'm gonna put a price on it because it is worth hundreds and hundreds. Honestly, it's worth thousands. But I'm giving it to you for free if you take action. So grab that link below. It will explain how the money we have today is actually debt. It will explain that. It's all IOUs. So he's not wrong. He's not wrong. I just don't agree with his risk tolerance. Him and Grant Cardone, they are like, you know, I'm not in debt enough. Maybe one day I'll get in alignment with that, but me, I have a little too much certainty I need because I grew up dirt poor. I like a little safe. All right, now Robert's about to cut this mofo down. He's like, I don't think you have read the books that I wrote.
I read.
In 1971, the US dollar became debt. The US dollar is the
I
reserve
explain all
currency of
this.
the world. I don't know if you know what that means.
I do.
What does it mean?
It's very dangerous for everyone,
No, it doesn't.
and it's not covered in anything. It's the only value it has is
I don't
trust.
really want to do this interview anymore. If you want
Wow.
to find out what I know or tell me what you know, then don't interview me. Just
Okay.
you do your own stupid show. I'm trying to tell you something here, and you want to tell me how smart you are. That's very egotistical.
I'm here because I'm stupid. Let's get
Well,
that
then
straight.
let me explain something then, damn it.
Let's do it.
This video is edited, so who knows what actually happened in the discourse between them. But based on this, it makes it look like Robert Kiyosaki's being a little bit of a to the guy, because the guy's like, Robert asks him a question, then the guy answers it, and Robert's like, why are you answering? I'm here. Why are you, why, blah, blah. It's like, because you just asked him a question, doorknob. But I don't think that's how it actually happened. And I do respect the fact when someone is so like secure in themselves that they're like, I'm fucking out of here. Like, you're a tool and you're not valuing my time. I'm out. I respect that. I do respect that. What do you think about these TikToks that I reviewed? Do you think I'm stupid? Do you think I'm crazy? Do you think I'm awesome? Please tell me I'm awesome. But drop a comment and be sure to subscribe so that you can catch the next video, because there's so much out here. You don't want to miss what's getting served up each and every week, and sometimes twice a week. So you keep living your life to the fullest. I will catch you in another video right here or here, wherever it gets put up. And you, my friend, you keep living your life to the fullest, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.